failing at an alarming rate with that.
Like all the, to me, this is, after this passes, and it will, because it's not going to be like for the next 10 years, we're going to have to deal with this. But to me, after this passes, then we need to build a structure within our communities, within our neighborhoods, to combat something like this happening again. Because it's going to happen again.
Right.
You know, whether it's a virus, diseases, whether it's a war. If it's a war and people are parachuting down like Red Dawn and they coming in and they taking over South Dakota, and now as America and as the world, we realize we in that war of World War III. This right here should show us and teach us that we're not ready for anything like that. No matter how much knowledge people have, no matter how much knowledge you possess right now about how we can, the sun is this, and you know, original people of the earth, we are this. Nothing is preparing us for real time on how we deal with this. For me to go out my house, go to the store, get something to eat, come back home, and have my family safe. We're not prepared. So my thing right now is to be more vigilant on fighting that perspective on how we're going to deal with things like this.
I think this, I'm in agreement with you. I think with this, it's going to show us that we all might know this or that, history, future, whatever, but we're going to have to put action to the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, right now, like you said, that movie Red Dawn is a perfect example. You know what I mean?
And that's a war.
And we know how it is with niggas. We all got guns. But are we going to shoot a white face? You know what I'm saying?
Well, look.
I mean, like, really, if it came out, yo, hold on, because I seen on Facebook, bruh. I think it might have been Photoshop. But my man showed me on his Facebook where it was a train, and it kept going, and it had all these military vehicles on it, all this shit, and the shit actually was going over the bridge on Maple Street, the one near Saxton, that bridge.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was photoshopped in or if it's real, but it was a whole bunch of military vehicles, tanks, trucks.
But let's say it wasn't real.
Right.
Let's say, look, you can have an AR-15, you can have a machine gun, you can have 45, you can have 9,
shit
you can have all that. But if you got the Army come in, and they got tanks, helicopters, they got a machine, it looks like a tank, but it actually fries the water inside of it. It's called a riot buster. And the riot buster, actually, if it's, let's say, we on Dewey and Emerson right now.
You can't compete with that.
Let's say it's 70 people, 80 people. This machine can be a block or two away and heat the water in your body to make you run away. Right. So there's no reason, even if you're shooting trucks, that's armor. You're shooting, so, you know what I'm saying? This to me, personally, because, you know, I'm a father, so I'm looking at it like, what can I do to save my family and save my friends and family? Like, that's what I'm looking at right now. Because I see us failing at an alarming rate. Just for this. This is not even killing us the way the Ebola could. The Ebola, you get that, you pretty much dead in what, a week or two. And we ain't, and that's not what this is.
So this could be a test phase for.
To me, it's a rehearsal.
Let's just see how they react to this. If they group up, let's see how they.
This is a rehearsal to me.
And we failing.
To me, this is a rehearsal.
Hey, this is something to where we ain't even gotta find a cure. This is something to where we just gotta wash our hands and shit, and we not winning.
Like this is a rehearsal to me. Yeah. Like New Jersey, for instance, the governor there is thinking of locking down people from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. and you can only go out to get like maybe health, food, and work.
Right. But that's just a way to stop everybody. If you out there, they fucking with you.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So let's just say that we in our neighborhood and I can't go to the house 415 on such and such street and be like, damn, I need some tissue. I need to go here. Yo, I need some medical supplies. I need to go here. We have none of this structure for our people. Just in our own neighborhoods. We have nothing. We don't know each other. We don't love each other enough to start setting these things up. To me, this my wake up call.
Hey yo, and going by what you said though, honestly, you absolutely right, man. It should be. I think what it should be, instead of all this, to me, radical things and all that shit, let's start with the helpful things. Let's say like if it's ever a catastrophe, I'll use here for an example. Let's just say cool. If it's ever a catastrophe in the black community, we gonna know, well, something happened, and Cool's gonna have the toilet paper, he gonna have the medical things. You know, we can put shit together for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just to have it in place. I'm not saying me in particular, but you know, just places or Miss Johnson house or, you know, this is what we know that we can go to. Because at the end of the day, this right here, like you said, it's almost a dress rehearsal. Like, and if it really went down, what we would be fucked up. We would.
And I'm gonna be honest. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed of the way we reacting to this as a whole, not individually. Because individually, you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself and for your family. But as a whole, we have nothing in any community. For the most part. I'm not saying, I know it's people out there that's like, yo, you could come here and get this. I'm not saying
let's make it known then. Let's make it known.
Make that known.
Right.
But
let's make it known.
In reality, as I'm living in my community, I can't tell you besides Food Link, maybe a recreation center.
Something that given by the city.
That will give us, all the things from the government. That's their job and that's what they're supposed to do. And it's a dress rehearsal for them, depending on which way they want to go, whether they want to go positive or negative. It's a dress rehearsal for them. Because if they want to be on some bullshit, they can lock shit down and ain't nothing you can do. There ain't nothing I can do, you can do, we can do, but have certain places within our community that's like, yo, I'm about to go around the corner and get that, and I'll be right back. Because I can't go across town. I can't go to Greece. I can't go to Queens. I can't go because that's where the center is set up. We have to have things set up to where we can, in our own neighborhoods. And I'm not even talking about the west side, east side, north side, south side, where we have to have one place. But we need to have things within our communities set up to where if I'm on in Flatbush, I could be able to go here. If I'm in Compton and I need to go here, I can go there. If I'm in the south side of Chicago, I know where I can go to get certain things. We need to start setting that up. And I can't stress that more than what we're speaking about right now. Like, this is serious for that aspect. The virus may not be as serious as some want it to be, or as it really is, but the fact that clubs, bars, churches, I mean, they even have it to where people that was getting evicted, they cut that out.
Well, I mean, you know, with it being said, this shit is serious. You know what I'm saying? And even with the shutdown of school, it's serious. And I really feel that as a people, we take it a little more seriouser. I see people like, you know, it's one thing to keep your distance or whatever, but if you know somebody and you know you play close, it's like fuck it. You know what I mean? Like if I see my brother or my son, I'm going fuck it. That's a chance I'm gonna take. But when it's come down with strangers or whatever, we gotta, you know, kind of keep our distance because we don't know them like that, or we don't know where they be, or whatever the case may be. But we're failing. even with we come down with smoking blunts and shit, you gotta slow down on that shit. Cause if we don't know too much about it, it's like you gotta show some kind of responsibility. Like, all right, well, I don't know too much about this virus, so go ahead and get your own weed, bro. Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, or whatever. Cause at the end of the day, I got children.
I'm a germaphobe. I'm gonna tell the people I've been a germaphobe, and I'm scared of germs. I'm not gonna lie. Those I'm scared of because certain things you can't get rid of and they'll kill you. But it's certain things that I see, and I've tried to live my life accountable for the things that I do. Like, people wake up in the morning,
right?
You wash your ass, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. I know people that don't do that. I do. And it may just be that day, but I know people that do those types of things. They don't necessarily, they might wash their face. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, I got it. You know what I'm saying? This is early. This is a afternoon thing. This is almost like a emergency broadcast right now because we're trying to get people to understand that this is a serious. Maybe the virus ain't as serious, but our infrastructure, as far as a people, and as far as the people that don't have as much as somebody out in Beverly Hills or Pittsburgh, or they have a structure. They have the money to take care of each other, or even themselves. So this right here is a PSA. This is a public service announcement. And if this is not making people of my ilk, the people that have some type of knowledge of self, that believe and understand how life is, if this is not making you worry, oh, that's good. Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a PSA, but what we're trying to get people to understand is that us as a people, and us, and let's take color out of it. Let's just take color out of it for this instance. The black man and woman is original people. I know that, and hopefully most people know that. We are the original people. But when you live in a community that's not built around just original people, not original, it's black, white, and so forth and so on. There's all kind of people in your community, not just black. Then you realize that you're dealing with all types of people. Like the people that go to my convenience store or my supermarket or my church or my library or my bus station is not just black folks. It's all types of people. So the message is to get all types of people to start to deal with cleanness, to clean yourselves up. That's what it should be about.